All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I've been MIA for a minute, but I got a lot of home improvement projects going on here at the home front, taking care of a lot of stuff, and it's been kind of stressful getting everything done. But I have been keeping up, loosely with the stuff that's going on in the sport of boxing, particularly this Ryan Garcia situation that just never seems to go away. Honestly, I really don't want to talk about Ryan Garcia, but I feel that it's important to talk about this situation because we don't want this to be the norm. We don't want fighters being on performance-enhancing drugs and getting a pass to be the norm. So no matter how unpopular it is, I'm going to speak on it because it's not about popularity. It's about what's right and what's wrong. It's about having integrity. It's about having a moral compass. And I see the lack of that here in the boxing space. I see people cheering this on because Devin Haney got beat. They don't like Devin Haney, so they're fine with Ryan being on performance-enhancing drugs as long as he wins the fight. Now, if the tables were turned, then they will be screaming foul. That lets me know that you lack integrity. That lets me know that you don't have a moral compass. And at the same time, you're talking about being a Christian. I mean, think about that. I even heard a minister lambasting Ryan Garcia the other day, and that took me by surprise. But really, it didn't take me by surprise because I see what Ryan's doing. You're talking about God, you're talking about Jesus, but your actions are the total opposite of what a Christian should be. You're talking about sleeping with people's wives. Some of the stuff that you say is just downright, disgusting. What you're saying here online, what you're putting out here, you won't own up to, your own shortcomings. You lie, you cheat, and it's disgusting, guys. It's extremely disgusting. And for those of you who don't like me talking about this, I really don't care because I know if the shoe was on the other foot, I would be screaming the same thing. If Devin Haney had drugs in his system in the fight, yeah, I would be saying the same thing, And here's another thing that gets me. I saw the tweet from Mauricio Suleiman on X. I got it here. It says that many are asking how the WBC punishes Ryan Garcia. We don't care to punish him. We want to help Ryan, the human being he is, suffering, going through difficulties. This is not a matter of boxing. Ryan needs immediate support and attention now. Chant, we are here for you. So, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Mauricio Suleiman is saying get behind Ryan Garcia, and you've seen the stuff Ryan Garcia has been doing. Why aren't you getting behind your champion? Devin was the WBC champion. Why are you getting behind Ryan Garcia after he was caught with performance-enhancing drugs in his system? There should be some accountability, and I think this lies where the problem lies in some of these sanctioning bodies. All they care about is money. All they care about is popularity. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about any of that. That's what they care about. They care about popularity. And Devin Haney is not popular with a lot of guys because he's a clean-cut guy. He's not out here doing the most. And Ryan's on social media just, doing the craziest shit I've ever seen. And people want to amen that. And I just, I'm different. I can see through the bullshit. I can see through the bullshit. And he is a bullshitter. And then he uses and try to hide behind, being a Christian. And that's foul to me, and I don't like that. And some of you guys know I talked a big game about Ryan Garcia. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I talked about him, wanting to be taken seriously by the boxing fans, taken seriously as a fighter. I talked a lot about him, and then he turns around, and then I don't even recognize this guy. I don't even recognize who he is. And for the WBC to come out and say that, it proves to me that there's, biasness in the sport. And we need to do away with that. these sanctioning bodies should be held accountable. You should not be wanting to stand behind a person who has performance enhancing drugs in his system, because this is the fight game, and people can lose their lives in the ring. And it's even worse. You don't care about somebody's life if you're taking performance enhancing drugs. This is combat sports, guys. This isn't basketball. This isn't football. This is combat sports. These guys are punching each other in the face. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. And the lack of integrity coming from people, it disillusions me about, people in general. People not having common decency and, like I said, integrity and a moral compass. It's unbelievable to me. It shouldn't be unbelievable to me, but it is. I think things got worse. It seems like after the pandemic, people really started showing their true colors. People have no respect for other people at all. They're self-centered. They just, people don't care. And, it's terrible. I think as a human being, I think it's terrible. And watching this play out in public, and watching how some of the fans are reacting, some of the fighters, and even these sanctioning bodies, it's despicable. It's despicable behavior, and people are going to amen that. But I know people are complaining. Well, people are saying that, why are you guys complaining about that? Why is Devin Haney keep complaining? Well, here's the thing. If you don't complain about anything, nothing will change. It'll stay the status quo. And the more you complain, it may not change right away. It might not change now. It may not change tomorrow. But, change will come, because they know that you're on to their shit. They know it. And they can't keep going on with it. So people have to complain. If people don't complain, like I said, nothing will happen. No change will take place. So that's why I'm here. Even though I'm sick and tired of talking about Ryan Garcia, you have to talk about it. You have to talk about it to bring forth change. Now, I said in a previous video, I was fine with him getting a year suspension, but then I find out that it's from the date of the fight. So he's not really doing a year. And I think that's garbage. He should do a full year after, it came down, in my opinion. I don't like that. He's already getting pretty much a slap on the wrist. And the reason I agree with the year is because he's a young man. I thought maybe, he would learn his lesson from this, maybe, kind of change. But, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's doubling down on the bad behavior. So maybe he should have got 2 years. Maybe he should have got 2 years. He doesn't seem to want to take accountability for anything. And it's horrible, guys. It's horrible. This is the sport of boxing right now. This is why so many people walk away from boxing. This is why so many people go to the MMA. They start watching MMA because they're so disillusioned by the corruption, the unfairness, the biasness, the sanctioning bodies just doing things for $1. It's not about, the integrity of the fighter. It's not about wanting to become a champion. It's all screwed up. It's all screwed up. So I'm going to keep preaching to the high heavens when I see, dishonesty, when I see this lack of integrity coming in the spot. You got to talk about it. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling on. I'm a little dirty too. I got to go take a shower. But I just wanted to put that out there because I felt that it's important for the sport to survive. We got to make changes in the sport. And if we're going to make changes, we have to speak out against injustices when it comes to the sport of boxing. But anyway, that's my rant. You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.